It is August 3rd. We are just 108 days away from Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl releasing, and we've heard no news. And I'm a Pokemon YouTuber. I gotta make those news videos when the news drops. But there is no news. Is no news good news? Why is there no news? But we're now at the point where there's been no news for so long that the fact that there is no news is, in and of itself, news. News doesn't sound like a word anymore. I want to talk about how the Pokemon Company are keeping quiet and how it's absolutely not an accident. I'm going to do it in this chilled out talking style, just like I did a couple weeks ago, because I really enjoyed that video about what comes after Legends Arceus. Anyway, let's jump into it. So hello, yes, Pokemon Masters, Sparky Wynx here, and it is August 3rd. Pokemon Diamond and Pearl is 108 days out. Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, of course. The originals are much further out the other direction. I've been trying to get in that Sinnoh mood, you know, just really boost my hype for the games. I haven't played a Sinnoh game in like 2.5 years. I'll talk about that in a bit. But you know, I was kind of hoping that maybe there'd be some trailers by now. The games were revealed in February alongside Legends Arceus, but Pokemon's keeping quiet, and I think I know why. Actually, two main reasons, but before I get into them, I should note that we have had an update, a singular screenshot of Weasel. I mean, it looks better. It looks a lot better. It actually restores my hope in these remakes quite a lot. I'm now quite excited for them. But this is all we've had. And in fact, Nintendo know that we're waiting, so much so that the Nintendo Twitter account tweeted out a screenshot of the non-updated version of the game. They know what they're doing. They have a plan. This is the biggest grossing multimedia franchise, people. This isn't like you at college saying that you're working on your coursework and then the night before being like, oh my goodness, I promised I was gonna work on that video game coursework. Let's submit this thing last minute. We all do it, but not Pokemon, because again, biggest grossing media franchise, they make a lot of money on this. They are prepared. So much so, and reason number 1 of 2, that Pokemon is not just thinking about this year. They're not just thinking about Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl. They're not just thinking about Legends Arceus. They're thinking about the big picture. Pokemon over the last 5 years has done a really good job of just grappling itself into every niche and into every type of game, you get every genre. The Nintendo Switch still feels, I don't know about you, it feels to me to be like a modern console, like a new console. I guess it is the latest Nintendo generation. And on that console, if you want to play Pokemon, you're great. You've got options. No, it's not just Sword and Shield. It's not just their DLCs. It's not just Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. It's also Pokemon Tournament DX and Mystery Dungeon and new Pokemon Snap. They did a new Pokemon Snap, and now they've got Pokemon Unite, which is coming to mobile, where it's hanging out along with Pokemon Go, which is celebrating its 5th anniversary, and Pokemon Masters that continues to get frequent updates. This is Pokemon with its foothold in all areas of gaming. And then alongside that, of course, there's the toys, there's the figurines, there's the card game. The card game is going through big 25th celebrations a little bit later on this year. Just in the video and card game spaces alone, we've had Pokemon Unite, new Pokemon Snap, Battle Styles as a set in the TCG, Chilling Reign as a set in the TCG, Evolving Skies as a set in the TCG, the 25th anniversary special set, which is coming out in the TCG, and we're getting Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, and then in January, we're gonna get Legends Arceus. So Pokemon has a lot to talk about throughout the year. This is their 25th celebration year, as it were. They've got a lot to focus on, not just Sinnoh, and I think their priority right now is letting these games, Pokemon Unite, which just came out, new Pokemon Snap, which is now getting DLC, giving these projects time to breathe, time to be digested before they give Pokemon fans something new, something extra to get excited about. Yes, at the end of the day, their core series of games, Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, Legends Arceus, these are at the center of the whole Pokemon franchise, but Pokemon, it's one of those companies now that has a direct line to the serotonin of most people, and I think they just kind of want to constantly dish that out equally throughout the year. On top of all of this, the last 18 months, which would have been Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, and Legends Arceus' development time, all of it, there's been this thing happening in the world. Pokerus, except far less beneficial, has been going on. So they want to make trailers and stuff when they're like, oh my goodness, this is our 25th anniversary. We just need to get products out. I think they've probably been a little less interested in maybe the marketing side and a little bit more interested in just creating the project. And hey, that's a good thing. In the long term, I couldn't care less if the marketing's bad if the game itself ends up being good. But this does take me on to point number 2. Now, I was excited to make news videos about Legends, Arceus, and Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, primarily because I started making videos just after Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire came out. It was such an exciting time, and they had so many trailers revealing every single Mega Evolution pretty much before release. There was an Oras demo. It would be super cool if they did a Diamond and Pearl demo, where again we learned about Mega Glalie and Mega Steelix. There was the Delta episode revealed before release. That was exciting, but it did leave a feeling after the games were out that, yeah, we kind of would love to have discovered that in the game. And because the Battle Frontier wasn't there was no surprises for us in the game, not really, after the announcements. In fact, similar scrutiny hit Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, where we knew about the Rainbow Rocket episode and Red and basically every Pokemon that would be in this region before the games came out. The only thing really kept secret, I think, was like Naganadel and maybe Ultra Necrozma, though it wasn't kept secret for me, because of course someone messaged me the day I was playing it and spoiled it for me. Thank you, internet. But a big bit of feedback that I think the community gave to Pokemon during that period of time was like, hey, you're showing too much. Save stuff for the games. And so hopefully that's also what they're doing, and that is something that we've seen reflected. I think in Sword and Shield there were still quite a few Pokemon that hadn't been revealed before the game came out that were then available for us to catch, and that led to it being a really exciting experience. Maybe you'd seen a couple Pokemon in the marketing, but at the end of the day what they had evolved into, I think, you know, they've got a marketing strategy and it's working. So then the question becomes, okay, fine, but then like, how are we supposed to get hyped for Sinnoh? I just wanted to share with you some of the ways that I'm getting hyped for Sinnoh, because I don't think this is like its own video, and I think it makes sense to go here and be a more discussion-based video thing. First and foremost, there's only so many times that you can watch the original trailer and then the Switch OLED trailer. There's only like once or twice. What I'm not doing is playing Diamond, Pearl, or Platinum. The last time I played Diamond, Pearl, or Platinum was in mid-2019, which it's 2021. You might be like, that's only 2 years, Toby, no big deal. Anyone who knows me knows that I've pretty much always got a copy of Pokemon on the go somewhere, but I haven't touched Sinnoh in that long because mid-2019 I said, you know what? Any day now, they could start talking about Diamond and Pearl remakes, and I want that experience to be as fresh as possible. And so in that vein, I'm not playing it until then. Number 2 though, as you might be able to see on my desk, I've been kind of surrounding myself with Sinnoh materials. If anyone recognizes these guides, these are called guides. Back in the day, before the internet, actually Diamond and Pearl was very much in the age of the internet, but these were like the last time that I feel like guides really popped up. I'm sure there were guides for, and still are, for all the modern games, but this is the last time I remember them being relevant. Been thinking about watching some of the movies. I checked out the first episode of Pokemon Diamond and Pearl on their YouTube channel. I've been thinking about playing some Battle Revolution to see how that squares up. I have been watching a lot of Sinnoh Pokemon theories on YouTube, including my own, and then like working out how they've changed over time, and I've got a lot of Sinnoh theories coming up over the course of the following however many weeks. I've just been vibing in the world of Sinnoh. On top of that, I've actually, up until today, and this is probably the last day I'm going to do it hardcore, but been playing a lot of Pokemon Go. I don't really play a lot of Pokemon Go, but when I saw the shiny Cranidos and Shieldon event, I was like, I really want to have one of those. It would be so cool to trade it over to Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl if home compatibility is there. It would be great to do a run through with that. In fact, I have in my Pokemon home right now from Pokemon Go so many shiny Sinnoh Pokemons from various community days and Go Fests and whatever else. This is the very rare time that I actually play. I could do an adventure with a shiny Turtwig starter, or Gibble, which I wouldn't evolve because Garchomp has a horrible shiny. They look the same. Or a Kricketot, or a Riolu, or a Krogong. I could make a whole team of 6 shinies. In fact, I was thinking about this when Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl come out. My current plan is after like day 3, for example, I'm going to stream the whole thing, probably here on YouTube, maybe on Twitch, undecided. But once I've streamed the whole thing is to then take that upload of my first playthrough of Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, to edit it into a series, then to upload as soon as humanly possible all of it. However, this time I will not do what I did with Sword and Shield. Instead, I will make it so that the episodes other than episode 1 do not appear in sub boxes. So it'll just be like, a whole series drop effectively. So all the videos will be there on the channel if you want to check them out, and they'll still appear in recommended if you want to check them out, but they will not appear in your subscription feed. They will not notify you 40 times for 40 episodes, and I won't be spoiling anything big in the thumbnails, so I promise you about that. And yes, the plan is to do a playthrough like that. But then I was thinking, like, I don't know, maybe I finish my first playthrough and then maybe I do my first ever Nuzlocke, and I could do it all with a shiny team from Pokemon Go, as long as that Pokemon Home compatibility is there, which I'm expecting it will be. You know, I think now that I'm thinking about it, the other and final reason that maybe they're not doing too much news right now is because they want to announce news for Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl alongside Legends Arceus. They were announced together. They are effectively being released together. November and January, it is not that big a gap. And I think the assumption is that if you've played Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, you'll play Legends Arceus. There's going to be some kind of crossover and connection there. Maybe they're just waiting until they've got a little bit more news ready for Legends Arceus before they go for it. But what do you think? And how are you getting hyped for Sinnoh? And would you like to see those Let's Play series? Let me know in the comments. Also, I wanted to say, expect over the next month, I think video uploads will stay about the same, but then after that, into September and beyond, we're gonna start moving to 2 videos a week. That's because in September, provisionally September 17th, my new Pokemon Tempest Fakemon series will be appearing once a week every Friday alongside my regular videos, which will be on a Tuesday. And they will start appearing once a week for the rest of the year. Pokemon Tempest is, it's an adventure around my own Fakemon region with over 100 new fake Pokemon. It's all been drawn and animated and voice acted. The first episode is an edit. Actually, right before recording this, I got to see the first like 3 minutes of a rough draft of the first episode. I'm very excited. I want to get that backlog of episodes up before I start releasing them. So again, mid-September is the expectation, but it's gonna happen. And a series like that wouldn't be possible without those of you who have been supporting on Patreon. I've also recently redone my Patreon. So if you are a Patreon currently, or you would like, you're like, what is that? I'd like to find out more about it. You can do so using the links below. There are now just 4 tiers where you can pledge a certain amount each month. You do not have to do it. It's not expected, but it is always appreciated. And the perks range anywhere from me sending Pokemon cards in the post to me doing a video thank you for you, to actually I've just recently got a bunch of Birdkeeper cards. Birdkeeper is a card that I got to announce in the English version. I got them like put in slabs, so they're not graded. There's no grade to this. There's no value to this, to be clear. This card, its full value is about 20 cents and then like $10 for the slab, if that. The whole thing costs less than $10. There's not going to be a limited amount of them. They're not super valued. Do not think this is a big collector's item. They're not even graded. They just say thank you for supporting the channel with a little logo of the channel. But this is also something for the big patrons of the month to say, again, just thank you for the support, because all of this experimenting and spending money on Fakemon and spending money to create these series, none of it would be possible without those of you on Patreon. No news is good news. Let's get chatting down in the comments. I'll be back with a more talky video probably pretty soon. I've got another one soon that's I think is just going to be a sit-down conversation. And then maybe after that, we finally do some theories. Thank you all for watching. And of course, so hi, Pokemon Masters.
This is Ash Ketchum. You just watched a video by Birdkeeper Toby. That makes you a Pokemon Master.
Thank you so much, those of you who have gone above and beyond to support me on Patreon, and a special shout out to the big patrons of this month, JD Gottlich, PokeBliss, Matty Bar, and Michael Hornschuch. Thank you.